Let me start by asking you a very simple question. Have you ever felt that your best years are behind you? That your time to dream, to achieve, to rise is gone? Well, what if I told you it's never too late? Yes, you heard me right. The story I'm about to share with you today isn't one of fame, headlines, or social media virality. It's more powerful than that. It's the story of a woman named Anita, 48 years old, a single mother, who dared to listen to a voice most of us silence, the voice of our forgotten dreams. Before you click away, please stay with me, because this story might just be your story too. Anita had just returned from her younger daughter's graduation. It was a moment of immense pride. Her daughter had earned a degree in business and economics and was preparing to move across the country for her first job. Her older daughter was already in elementary school, teaching. Both girls were independent, kind, and thriving. Anita had done it on her own. After her husband's sudden death about 6 or 7 years ago, she had stepped up, managed the finances, the home, the grief, and raised two incredible daughters. But that night, as the house grew quiet, something inside Anita stirred. It wasn't sadness, it was emptiness, a vacuum that pride alone couldn't fill. She had lived for her daughters, but now the question loomed, what do I live for? And in the silence of her attic, she found it, a dusty sketchbook, old designs, hand-drawn art from decades ago, dreams, buried, forgotten. She flipped through the pages. With each turn, a version of herself stared back. A young girl who once dreamt of being a designer, of studying in Europe, of leading, creating, innovating. But life had different plans. She was told art was just a hobby, that her role was to support, not lead. So she got married at 21 and became a mother of two by the time she was 26. And somewhere along the way, her dreams were packed in a box labeled maybe later. That night in the attic changed everything. She didn't just remember her dreams, she reclaimed them. She knew nothing would be handed to her, so she built from scratch. From online courses to late night tutorials, YouTube videos, endless notes, no team, no budget, just fire. She disconnected from distractions. She focused, studied, and practiced. And when self-doubt crept in, she let grit do the talking. Weeks turned into months. Sketches turned into digital designs. Practice turned into progress. Then the breakthrough. Her friend let her redesign their living room for free. However, that one room led to a cafe makeover, then a small office redesign, then an Instagram buzz, word of mouth, real clients. At 51, Anita launched her own interior design business. At 52, she gave her first public talk. At 53, she hired other women who were once told it was too late. Now, let me ask you again, what dream have you shelved? What passion have you told yourself is too far gone? Was it writing that book? Starting that business? Becoming the artist, speaker, leader you were always meant to be? I know what you're thinking. Maybe I'm too old. I perhaps maybe don't have the time. I missed my chance. But here's the truth. You are not too late. You are just in time. And I know this, not just because of Anita's story, but because this is also my story. Since childhood, I loved the spotlight, not for the attention, but for expression, public speaking, dramatics, elocution, storytelling.
Most beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Maria, Maria, Maria.
मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ, पल दो पल मेरी कहानी है, पल दो पल मेरी हस्ती है और पल दो पल मेरी जवानी है. मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ. Have you walked up and down upon the earth lately? I have. And I've examined man's wonderful inventions, and I will tell you that in the arts of life, man
I never stop saying Maria, 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 Maria.
It lit me up. But life happened. Like many of you, I followed the practical path. Secure career, stable job. I buried my voice for years until one moment this year, I reopened my old YouTube channel. No strategy, no viral plan, just a whisper from my soul saying, speak. That whisper became a spark, then a flame, then a mission. And just like Anita, I realized it's not passion alone that brings you alive. It's the grind. You want to shine? Then you have to grind. The early mornings, the rejected pitches, the doubts, the stumbles, the second, third, and fourth attempts. That's what shapes your greatness. The grind is what leads to the shine. So if you're watching this video today, let this be your turning point. If Anita could begin again at 48, you can begin again today. Dreams don't expire. They just wait for your decision, for your discipline, for your grind. Remember, start where you are. You don't need the whole staircase, just the first step. Expect resistance. It's not a sign to stop. It's proof you're moving forward. Find your people. Support others on their grind. Rise together. Because the truth is, you don't grind to prove others wrong. You grind to prove yourself right. So go on. Pick up that brush. Open that notebook. Film that video. Write that email. Speak your truth. You are not too late. You are right on time. Let's grind. Let's shine. And let's do it together. Thank you.